Hey guys, and welcome to Redstone Panda. A couple of first videos. We're just basically gonna go over some tutorials. Starting off with a descan tutorial. Descanning is a very important aspect in EVE Online. You'll find as you get into the game a little bit more that descanning is a tool which is gonna save you, get you kills, and just make your life easier. The first thing to this is do a quick undock. So essentially, descanning allows you to find rough estimates about ships in the space around you. You can find out based on distance. You can find anoms, anomaly. Yeah, that English is great. So to start, you can go down to this bottom bit down here where you have the scanners button. If you hold click and then go to the right and open up your probe scanner, which the default is Alt P, you're going to be presented with this menu here. From here, once you've got this menu up, also open up your same area with the scanners thing here. Open up your directional scanner, which is Alt D for the shortcut. And then what that will do is it will bring up this here. What it will do is this will be essentially lodged inside of your probe scanning menu here, which is fine. I just like to detach it and put it down here. For this sake, I'll just put it here next to the thing. So, as you can see, essentially you have a range, an angle on your directional scanner, and on your probe scanner you're going to be presented with your bubble. Basically, anything that is within this bubble, you will show up on your descan, with the exception of a few ships, like Force Recons, which can't show up on descan, or anything that's cloaked will also not show up on descan. So there are a couple of things we can do here. Obviously there is a range slider, and as you can see, as we shorten the range, it would make the bubble smaller. And as we zoom in, out, we can see various things. What we'll do now is we'll walk to the sun, and essentially show you how this works. So from the sun, as we can see here, the bubble moves with us as we're in warp, and wait till we land. You don't have to, you can descan while in warp, that's no problem. So, if you're in a situation where you are, let's say, hunting enemies, and you would like to find the specific site that they're in, what we can do is, as we can see here, have a bubble up, which shows us the area in which we can see other ship. So traditionally what will happen is, say there was an Ishtar routing, it would just say Ishtar here, but it wouldn't give you a distance or anything because it's not on the same grid as you, or it's not a celestial. What we can do then is change the angle of which we descan. As we can see now, this turns that round circle into a cone. And that cone will basically allow you to, anything that's in there will show up on your directional scanner. As you can see at the moment, nothing is showing up. What you can do is, you can look around in space. So if you click the back of the round, it will look around in space for you. A secondary thing you can do is, there's a shortcut to essentially snap to various celestials. So say I wanted to snap to this haven here, but I only wanted to scan what was inside of that haven to see if there was a ship in it, for example. What I do is I can set my angle down to 5%, hold the V key, so that's V for Victor, and then click on the haven. And what that'll do is it'll snap my cone to that haven location. Okay, so we'll do it for this haven here. See, it's snapping around. What we'll do now is, and it'll also work on anything on your overview. So for example, I want to see if there's any enemy ships on this gate. It's within range, it's 6.9 AU. I'm ranging out to 14.3. I can then hold down Victor. You can see it brings up this little pop-up here that says directional stand, click target. Click on the gate, and I can see on that gate at the moment there is the gate itself and a mobile depot. You can do there's many other tricks involved with descanning. So, for example, say you wanted to narrow it down, you weren't sure where the individual was inside the system. So you could go to like, say 180-degree angle. You see there's nothing there. Pick a celestial or something on the opposite side of your bubble. Go there, and then you'll basically find out in which half of the things are here. And then basically you can quickly go down. So we can see here that the highlighted anoms that are in this are these 4 here. And again, obviously nothing is showing up in this situation because nothing's in the site. But if there was something in the site, you could see the Ishtar or whatever was ratting in this case pop up on here. And then you can kind of narrow it down. Now I'm just picking these 2. I know these 2, say it didn't pop up on here. Well, I know these 2 are the other 2 that I haven't scanned, so I can quickly go, no, he might be in this one. Boom, and he would pop up. So straight away, all of a sudden, I found where this Ishtar is. So here. If you then walk to the site and you couldn't find him, he wasn't there, he might be in a safe. So if you're able to find the direction, say this cone was in the right direction, what I could then potentially do is shorten it and go, and if he comes off of the scan from this case here, we know the difference between, so he's between 5 and 14 AU away. You can change that to whatever you want until you find him exactly if needs be, so you can change this to whatever value you want down here in the range tab. And that kind of just allows you to figure out deep safes. If you've got someone who's scanning, you might combat scanning for you, you might be able to quickly go, oh, he's, you know, from Sun facing ESS 8.9. Anyways, that's a nice brief tutorial. Happy hunting, happy staying safe, enjoy your travels, and sign off.